Good.
Perfect.
We do that sometimes.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, welcome back to the channel. Today is a really exciting day for me because I have got someone very, very special. She is my sister, very, very much loved. She is Sophiya, and you probably will know her from her own channel. Go check it out later.
Yep. I'm happy to be here, Zoe.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yep.
So today, this is some sort of a chat because I spoke to you, on what I wanted to do, essentially giving some tips for people who desire to get married, especially women. And I'm not married, so I cannot give that sort of advice or tips, if you like, but you are, right? So I said, okay, why don't I bring Sophie on this channel and let her tell me 5 things that she wished someone had told her before she got married. And I know she had some time to think about that. So
I had lots of time to think about it, and some came actually easy though.
Okay.
And some I was told, maybe I wasn't told the way I should be warned and say, hey, watch out for this. So maybe I just didn't take it seriously, and then experience taught me that take this seriously.
You need to. That's one area you need to.
5 things, right?
Yes. Okay. All right. So let's get to number 1 because
Number 1.
I'm here to learn.
Okay, number 1. First thing I wished someone told me before I got married was to save more. Save more money. I wish I had more savings before I got married. Why? Because when you get married, there's just so much to do with money that you didn't even think about when you were single. When you were single, when you have money, you splurge on shoes, bags, you take yourself out. Dress. Sometimes you can even go for trips and all. But when you get married, everything changes. You have to consider your spouse, especially when a child comes in.
Oh yeah, the responsibility.
You need to consider it's the whole family getting. You can't, as a mother, oh my goodness, you can't even do anything without thinking about your family first. So sometimes the least person to be taken care of is you. So, but if there is more money or there's money stacked up somewhere, you can take some decisions and do some things for yourself.
Yeah.
So, I wish I saved more money.
All right.
And I didn't buy more clothes and shoes.
Okay, that's noted.
Yes. And you need more money for your children. Whether your husband is rich or not, you need to have lots of money. Number two. This one, so are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you sure you're ready?
I came to
You
learn.
Watching, are you ready?
Where's my writing pad and my pen?
Okay, so the second one I'm talking to you about is I wish I knew that sex would be a big issue in marriage. Let me explain.
I want to hear that.
Now, I went into marriage with this fantasy of sex with my husband. Oh, so sweet. And, some days I don't feel like it. And the husband wants it. Every hour of every moment of I don't know, but there was never a time he kind of said, oh no, and sometimes I just didn't want it. I had to think about it. Is this a problem? Are we having sex issues? What's going on? Sometimes I just want to breast. I don't want you to touch me. Leave me, let me be. Oh, it was worse when I gave birth. I had to read about it that, okay, after pregnancy, when you give birth, sometimes it takes time for the libido of the woman to come up.
Is it about the body healing
It's
the
hormones, it's the libido. So many things that just affect the woman's psyche that makes sex not to be the number 1 thing. But for a man, nothing ever changes. So it took a lot, man. But you know something, thank God for the kind of husband I have. Understanding is key. And the fact that we had to communicate and talk about these things, so I had to start thinking of the times I wanted my husband to come to me, and I started. So we had to find a solution. Maybe when you marry, you now find out what works
for
you to have a good sex life, because sex is good. and it makes you bond like never before.
Okay, so on to point
Number three. This one my sister told me though, but I just didn't think it was serious. I wish I knew that after I got married, I would see other people that I still like. Ting, 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 ting.
This is the point where you have,
You know,
music.
I don't know, like marriage makes people just think, oh, she's no longer flesh and blood. Like she's now a wood that doesn't see other guys. Before you got married, you found some people attractive, didn't you? And some of these people became your friends. You know, sometimes you think because you see people on or maybe you have people that you like on TV, sometimes some of these people get close to you or they work with you or they are close to you somehow. And then you realize again that, wow, I am married.
Ooh. Like, have there been some times where you literally had to wave
No,
ring at yourself?
See, wave is not enough. Like, I had to cut communication with some kind of people because every time I realize that if I'm talking to this person and it gets to a point where it's getting too personal, or I know that if my husband were here, we won't be talking about this.
Yeah.
You know what they call cut? I cut it off immediately. And for someone like me that I work in media, I meet people every day. I meet people that I like every day of the opposite sex. So sometimes I had to I had to tell myself and give myself boundaries. No matter what happens, I won't do this, I won't do that, I won't be caught with, or I won't find myself in some kind of positions no matter what. It's not because I don't like enjoying myself, but there's no point. And that brings me to this B part where I said love and respect are two different things. You understand? So I wish someone told me that before I got married, or maybe they explained me, and that is what I'm doing now. Respect is regarding my husband's or your husband's feelings, ego, everything, the whole makeup, regarding him first while going about your stuff. Now, especially when we have supportive husbands that allow you be yourself. So it's easy for you to just be like, and so there's nothing like, can't I? No, but respect, like you step back and be like, oh, nah, I should think about what he's thinking. The truth is, respect and love are two different things. Sometimes the love goes away, the respect must remain. Number
4. I think
4.
Number 4 now.
This one. I wish they warned me about my weight.
Let me brace myself. Okay.
I would have started living a healthier lifestyle way before now. But let me tell you something. Okay, so you youngins watching me now, you're 23, you're 24, you take Coke, Fanta, cake, ice cream, everything. And you're like, I'm slim, my tummy is flat, what am I? Or I even see some, they'll tell me, I want to add weight. Relax.
Yeah, I say that sometimes.
Relax. Once you start doing what married people do, and 1 or 2 children pass, the way to be looking for you. I don't know, but some people have that grace of not adding weight. But well, I did. I put it on, and I think all the things I ate that made that when I tried to add weight when I was younger, finally came out, boom, 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 everywhere. And here I am trying to go to gym and trying to eat healthy. So I wish I started earlier, you know. I wish I was gymming when I was in my 20s. I never went to gym one day. Like, I didn't even know what gym was like. Just used to hear gym. I'm like, okay, why are we going to gym? So, but it's quite necessary for any young woman, at least from 24, 25. You have everything to gain and nothing to lose. So the last but not the least thing. So before my dad passed away, or even my mom then, my dad especially, he would tell me, this man you're about to marry, don't tell anybody about your affairs. Don't tell anybody about your issues. I'm like, okay, daddy, of course, I didn't know. Why would I be? You understand? I didn't take it seriously then. So, my first year of marriage, you know now, when you and your husband have this hot argument, And you need to tell somebody, like, can you imagine?
You need to vent, like.
See what happened. I don't even know why he's doing this. I'm going to deal with him. And they tell. So I found out that every single time I reported my husband during my first year, it was used as an example. Next time I'm like, okay, but especially when I'm trying to defend him later, they'll say, no, but he did this thing before and he's doing that again. And then I realized all of a sudden that, what are you doing? You are destroying what you have. Like, why are you telling
Other people,
whoever, no matter how close they are to you? And I found out that he never used to tell anybody about me. So, and I had to make a change. As long as, that's why I would tell any single person now, if you cannot communicate with your partner, there is a problem. If you can sit down and find, out of the anger and out of the frustration, whatever it is you guys are going through, you can find a place to sit down and ask questions ask yourself questions and find a solution, you'll be okay. I would advise, and I would tell anyone, once you're married, keep it home. The best way I used to do, especially when I couldn't talk to my husband, was to just kneel down and pray. I realized after a while that, when I pray, somehow he calms down or I calm down and I find a solution and I'm like, and then he's like, okay, so what happened? I'm like, I prayed. And he's like, oh, wow. So it was good eventually. So these are the 5 things I wish I knew before I got married. This one, when I asked my sister, because I have to ask her, like, what? She mentioned, I wish they told me how to deal with my in-laws. Okay. So you might have in-laws that are really overbearing, or they come into your business a lot. The best way to be with in-laws that I know, this is my opinion, right? Thank God I have good in-laws. First of all, be yourself. Don't try and be something you're not. If you're going to be a good girl and you're going to take care of the whole in-law squad, you're going to be that forever, because the moment you change,
you're going to be
the bad witch that married their son. Or if you're going to be real, like, you know that this is me and this is what I am, but I respect you, but this is me. I think that works best, because they know from day one that this is what this person did. I learned how to, I had to learn how Yoruba people behave, and the Yoruba people love greeting.
Oh,
hey!
I mean, you don't.
I greeted everybody in my husband's house, including almost the dog. Like, I was kneeling down, so I won their hearts very quickly. Shriek.
Smart.
So everybody kept saying, she's so respectful, she's not Yoruba. Get up! So you should learn how to win your in-laws. Give them what they want, but don't rob yourself of yourself.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sophie. I mean, that was good. We should do more of these.
We should. We should.
So if you did get value out of this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Do comment and tell us, maybe you are married. Tell us some of the things that you wished that someone had told you before you got married. I really would love to know. So you can go head on over to her channel. It's called
Ariba.
Sophia's Essence. That's the name of your channel.
No, my channel is Sophiya Ariba.
Sophiya Ariba.
And my show there is Sophia's Essence.
Okay.
Sophia's Essence.
Okay, Sophia's Essence, in addition to other things you'll find on her channel. Because she music. She's a music minister as well. So you'll find amazing things when you head on over to her channel. Okay, that's about it. We hopefully we'll see you again very soon. So, bye.
Bye.